start streaming. Should I say start your engines? That'd be kind of weird. Or would it? Where is the actual... Hi, Obito. Where is the actual live stream? I need the link.
You guys, I need to hack into the mainframe. I need it.
There it is. Why didn't anyone watch my video of Infernarium? Oh, right, because that game's title is, like, really weird. Even though the game's pretty cool. Why on YouTube do I have, like, yellow around my name now? Is that a way that I can separate myself? Am I special? Is that what's going on? Oh, I didn't turn on my headphones. Ouch, that hurt. As soon as I turned them on, it went pop! Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, Sky Fallon's watching the stream, you guys. He's messaging me in game. He's gonna kill me. I need to go to hide mode and stuff. Hello, everybody. It has been a long time since we did a live stream, hasn't it? Oh my gosh. Yes, I see you guys on the Twitch as well. Let me go to D&D and come out of hide mode here. There we go. I've been... I don't know. I can't say that I've been busy necessarily. I haven't really been in the mood for anything. Even all of the videos that ended up going up this week, it was all pre-recorded stuff. What can I say? I haven't really been feeling YouTube. Or just haven't really been feeling anything, honestly. I was kind of down. Not necessarily, like, depressed or anything. But it just, I don't know. I guess I just needed a little bit of time off. So what I ended up doing was just uploading all the pre-recorded videos and stuff. Now that's all done. Now I have to start recording. And perfect timing, because now I'm actually feeling, you know, feeling into it again. Yeah, speaking of the comments video, Icy, I just answered that question. I wasn't feeling anything. Like, I was not in the mood to record. I don't know. I think I was a little bit sick. You know, because Mariko ended up getting sick, which obviously means that I'm going to end up getting sick. But I don't know. What can I say? So I thought today, screw it, let's just do a live stream. Because I would rather just have this video out to you guys as soon as possible. And then on top of that, I'm still going to end up doing the live stream tomorrow at 7 in the morning. So I gotta stay up all night regardless of if I want to or not. Because, seriously, I have to. Bunny Dev, you using the Raptor attack quote means you must have been around for a long time, huh? When I send a friend request, play Growtopia. Why? Why would I play Growtopia? So yeah, you're gonna see me consume a lot of liquid in this stream. I'm taking my daily medicine because I'm sick. No, I'm going to be taking like my protein shake and my creatine and blah 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 blah. You spelt Franz wrong in the title. No, I didn't. I can't believe you actually fell for that one. Like, of course with Franz I spelt it wrong. Jeez. Why is there always... See, that's the thing, guys. That means I win. Because I always spell something wrong on purpose just to trigger you guys. And for some reason, nobody seems to fall for it. Or, I mean, lots of people do fall for it is what I mean. Like, it's like, do you really think that that's how you spell Franz? Because it is. That's totally how you spell Franz. It was not a typo at all. It was not a typo. It's okay, guys. I'll destroy him. There we go. Although that was pretty funny. Like, his trolling was clearly he was just a little kid. There was a guy on Twitch, guys, that was getting really triggered that I spelled friends wrong. Hey, Scythe, it's my birthday. I turned 15. Oh, congratulations. Now you're old enough to play Minecraft, dude. That's awesome. You should get on that. It's a good game. I've half been considering playing Minecraft on the channel. Don't hate me. Because I want something else to play other than Trove, man. Like, what can I say? But I don't know. When it comes to Minecraft, it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna go, either I'm gonna go back to the Winecraft server, or maybe I just won't do anything. Like, don't quote me on this, guys. I just been feeling like playing other games and actually having like a continual series instead of playing random games. But there's never any games that I'm like into. You know, like all those random indie games that I've been playing on the channel lately, they're good, but none of them are good enough where it's like, oh man, I want to play this for hours on end. Do you ever get bored of this game, Scythe? Kind of. I don't know. I do get bored of Trove every now and then, but that's where you pace yourself, mate. You just gotta take it easy. You know, there hasn't really been anything going on lately. I've just been uploading all the footage that I recorded back when the PTS server was online. And because of it, it's given me a nice little vacation so that I can kind of rekindle the fire and get excited again for Trove Geode coming next Tuesday. Joe saying, if you get a good mod pack or something, I'd play Minecraft with you. Yeah, I don't know if it would be on a server though, Joe. Like, that's the thing. I'm unsure whether or not, like I said, Minecraft is just up in the air. It's not like I necessarily want to start playing it. But possibly, if I played it, I would either just do the single player stuff, which I know can end up being really, really boring. Most likely, I'd try to do it on a server. And which would mean I'd have to put a lot of research in trying to figure out how to get certain mod packs to work and junk like that. Thank you for yelling at me about my tome, Wilp. Appreciate it. Old school RuneScape. RuneScape's not bad. Like, another game too that I'm half considering. I talked about this in our live stream, but Bethesda ended up actually throwing me a copy of... I already had a series of Elder Scrolls Online, but they ended up throwing me their latest expansion. I'm considering going to that. But Elder Scrolls Online, even though it's a great game, it's not my all-time favorite. And grinding solo is just kind of like, I don't know. I wish there was just another, like, good game to get into that was kind of like another good MMO. Like, MapleStory is coming to another closed beta in July, so that'll at least be exciting. And it seems like they got lots of really killer, like, endgame dungeons for us to play, which is a little bit disheartening because they ended up wiping all our characters, so it's like we have to grind all the way from square one again just to end up getting to those dungeons. I don't know. Oh, and if you guys didn't check it out, I'm really excited about it since Pixark was an absolute flop. But Ark finally has a trailer for its new downloadable content, and it looks cool, man. Because it finally adds, like, proper robots. So there's, like, a jet dinosaur that you can fly in and stuff, and it's just mechs, man. Mechs. That's another good question. Do I like Fortnite? I know that's another game that I could be playing. Honestly speaking, guys, I know it's the most popular game in the world. I really know that. I don't like it. What can I say? I always play it once with you guys, and I always say that I'm gonna do like a continual series or keep playing it more often and stuff like that. But what can I say? I don't feel it, man. Like, I play it that one time, and then I'm burnt out already. Warframe, yeah, that's another one I've been considering going back to. I'm kind of waiting until there's a little bit more to do, though, because Warframe is very grindy. Like Trove. Like, they're both extremely grindy games. But with Warframe, it's like, I'm not personally that invested into it. I just like playing it and like playing the characters and stuff like that. But I don't really care about, like... I don't know. I don't really care about, like, grinding in another game. Also, I love how everybody actually thinks, like, PUBG's gonna stop Fortnite or something. Like, let me give you a quick summary of what's going on, guys. The guy who developed PUBG is an idiot who ended up ripping off Minecraft Hunger Games, who ended up ripping off other more authentic Hunger Games to make his own game. And now Fortnite's making more money off of ripping off that format than he ever did. So he's jealous and mad, and he's trying to say, you ripped off my idea, but... He ripped off other ideas in the first place. Like, it's like, if he can sue them, then everything else can end up suing him. Like, it just... No. It's dumb. So Fortnite's not going anywhere. Don't worry, guys. It's a AAA company. You are so good at Trove. I mean, I'm just... I don't know. I just have lots of high, powerful gems. I will give you $50, Scythe. Why? Why will you give me $50? What are you talking about? Oh, also, I wanted to... Where was it? Shout out to Nightshade Nova, because it says that he's a new sponsor. So thank you for that one, my good sir. It's 0051 in France here. Bonjour. I don't even know what military time is, so don't ask me. Oh man, I gotta do lots of stuff today on top of just doing all this. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, there's also those gaming servers of Minecraft. Maybe that would be something I'd be more into because it would just kind of be that quick, gratifying gameplay. But it's like, I want to have something else that I can get personally invested in. Minecraft is kind of tough because, like, if I could have one of those mods that has pre-built structures or something, because I don't really want to, like, I don't know. It's like building I can only get into the mood for every now and then, you know? But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I even want Minecraft. I just want another game, man. Like, there's no good games. What can I say? Like, not to say that I'm not enjoying Trove, but really, it's like until Spider-Man comes out, and even then, that's just going to be a single-player game, so who knows how long that's going to end up lasting before we end up, like, having to play something else. Roblox, honestly speaking, the reason that I never went back to Roblox is because it sucks on Windows 10, guys. It's pretty much unplayable. Like, I can play it, but I get really, really low frame rate because it's very unoptimized and stupid because it's got to go through the Microsoft Store for some dumb reason. And it's also really difficult to record. Like, often it'll actually crash my recording software or the footage will end up being corrupt and stuff. It's impossible for me to stream Roblox. It just is. So that's why I kind of ended up going away from it. You should play Rocket League. I don't like Rocket League. I'm sorry. What can I say? Scythe, there's a kingdom mod. Forgot the version, but you rule over a kingdom. It's a fantasy world, and it died. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem with any Minecraft mods. Most of them are dead. Like, seriously. What I would want is, like, I don't know, something where it's adventure focused. You know what I would actually really like? An adventure map. I could see doing that on Minecraft. If you guys would be interested in something like that. I think that could be really cool. Terraria, I already had a series on it. I tried going back to it modded. I didn't really care. What can I say? League? No, I'm not really into League. There's a Lord of the Rings mod. Well, thank you guys for all the suggestions, but we'll kind of, like, don't bother making the suggestions now. If I even bother making anything on Minecraft, obviously I'll end up, like, talking about it in another video and then taking suggestions. This is just me spitballing here, just saying I want to play another game, and that's all there is to it, you know? With MapleStory 2, it's like, I'm excited for it, but it's just another closed beta, so I don't really care. Do Lego Worlds. I'm kind of into a Lego game. Lego Worlds kind of sucks, though. I already did videos on it. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's not bad, but it doesn't go anywhere. I don't know. You should play Neverwinter. I don't care about those games. Sorry to say, man. They're a bit too slow-paced for me. Oops. Tome. That's all we're inherently doing here, by the way, is just grinding up our tomes. Oh, look. The only way of getting Bound Brilliance. Seriously, devs. Why do you think there's other ways of getting Bound Brilliance? What about Dark Souls? See, I kind of, like, I know I thought about doing the Dark Souls Remastered. What I'm actually looking forward to is Ashen. So that game I'm probably going to end up playing. I don't know if I'll do a full series of it, because games like that I have a very hard time with, because you'll end up getting to a certain point and then the game's just too difficult, and I don't, you know, it's very difficult for me to force my way through that. So what can I say? But Ashen is kind of like a different take on Dark Souls that actually seems to be more adventure focused, with NPCs that help you out and stuff like that. Not to mention you can just run into random players out in the world and follow them around and hang out, kind of similar to Journey. So I'm excited about that one. What about Skyrim? I already had a Skyrim series. What I am looking forward to, though, is Elder Scrolls Blades. I'm definitely going to do a series on that one. because that's like a roguelike Elder Scrolls game, so it's like a match made in heaven for me. But don't know when that's coming out on PC. I don't know if it's launching simultaneously on PC and phone at the same time. What about Paladins? Yeah, I did play Paladins. You should play it, but play it muted because the voice chat is toxic. Any game that is like that ends up getting toxic, right? I already had a mini Undertale series. I didn't really... I don't know. Everybody else was into it, not me. Try Growtopia. No. I'm not going to play that. Man alive, you guys. Check out Phantasy Star Online 2. Is that the most recent one? I don't think it is. Play God of War? No. I don't care about God of War. I'm sorry. Looks like a good game, but like I said, I'm mostly like... For a single player experience like that, I'm waiting on Spider-Man, you guys. Like, I'm really excited about that. I played Brawlhalla as well. I don't care about World of Warcraft because I like action combat, not point, click, tell your guy to kill things and spam all your abilities one after the other. That's why I like Trove. It's very simple, it's very to the point, and in most instances, you can just walk in the room and just wreck everything, right? Do you think you'll ever quit Trove? No, I don't think so. Path of Exile, I did play that. I have no desire to replay through it again. Play Uncharted 4, I did. I have a full series on that. Open world voxel game, it's called Trove. Yes, I think you're right about that one, Mark. So here's the thing, guys. Because you guys are putting out lots of suggestions. I'm very particular when it comes to the games that I'm into, right? I saw somebody mention Unturned. I really like Unturned, but the fact that it's round-based, that's where I'm not into it. It's got to be a game where I can invest my time into it and actually progress. You know, like I feel like I'm getting stronger and more powerful and actually have a point to playing instead of just Unturned where it's just the same as PUBG. You just get sniped by some idiot across the map who's just camping the entire time, you know? Little Big Planet 2, I don't have that. Play a dead game. Well, I'm kind of already doing that, Wolf. I know about Path of Exile. I might consider a reinstall, but I don't know. Like, that's the thing, guys. I'm in a very particular mood, and I'm looking for something new, which, like, this kind of ended up happening to me a couple weeks ago. Maybe that's why I ended up getting kind of uninspired about video games and stuff, because when E3 came out, it's like, it was cool, it was exciting, don't get me wrong, but it was like, there's nothing new coming out, you know? All the games are just all the same stuff, and it was very disheartening, because it's like, in this day and age, like, where's a better version of Minecraft, you know? Like, Epic Games finally ended up ripping off PUBG, and a very popular indie game, and it just exploded. Why hasn't a AAA company ripped off Minecraft? You know? So that we've got something that's actually, like, the best experience for a Minecraft game, and that ends up becoming the most popular. But for some reason, AAA companies are stupid and don't seem to acknowledge the fact that indie games are more on the ball than they are. Play Overwatch. I don't care now. There's too many characters now. I got scammed my ice dragon for a bunny painting in Growtopia as a kid. You're scaring me, man. Cube World. Yeah. That's, if you guys want me to play a dead game, that's the most dead of all, right? Wait for Black Ops 4. I don't know. Someone's saying about GTA 6. There's nothing on GTA 6 yet. We know that they're kind of working on it, or at least hiring for it. I'm wondering what's going on with the next Diablo game. But we're talking about Blizzard, so they're going to take like 50 years to end up putting that out too. I already had a Diablo 3 series. Minecraft 2, yeah, that would be nice if they would put that out, except we're talking about Microsoft, and they kind of suck when it comes to, you know, game design. Like, some of their games are good, but some of them are just like, ugh. Realm of the Mad God, no, that's not really something I'm into, that whole permadeath thing. Like, if it's a roguelike single player where you can actually get to the end, I'm down for it, but I don't know. Play Spore. I did play Spore with my brother, and we should have recorded it because it was hilarious. We made like such stupid creatures and stuff, but I have no desire to make a full series of it. Because with Spore, it's actually a cool game, and it ends up progressing very, very fast until you end up getting to exploring planets, and then it's just like, oh, gather resources for 50 years. Thank you, Bunny Dev. I appreciate it. Getting #1 spot. Yeah. Why are you doing normal Shadow Towers? Because Shadow Towers count as 3-star dungeons, mate. So this way we get to kill them super duper quick without me having to pay attention, and I can read the chat. But also we end up getting our tomes done really, really quick. It's the same as movies, man. Like, movies have kind of just been like, lately as well. I mean, there's the new Jurassic World coming out, but I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of the first one either. Meh. Fallout. I'm not a fan of Fallout. I'll admit that. Like, I prefer the medieval Elder Scrolls world than Fallout. I know Fallout 76 is hype, but I don't know if I care for it, man. What can I say? Mario and Rabbids. I've heard about that. I've heard it's good and very dank. But it's Nintendo, so I'm not going to touch it. That's why even in my E3 video, I didn't talk about Smash Bros. I'm excited about the game, but I don't want to do any Nintendo games on the channel unless the odd chance that I end up getting whitelisted by them, because I'm sick of them just, you know, I'm sick of constantly getting emails about, like, Nintendo copyrighted your video. It's like, no, I'm helping you guys. Like, just stop, leave me alone. It's too bad, because there's a lot of Nintendo games that I actually really would be into. I'd be really into it. Destiny? No, I don't really care. Learn to how to code games yourself. No. One day, I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Like, I'm more of an idea man when it comes to video games. I don't really understand all the technical aspects behind it. Just the way that the game feels is what's most important to me. So it's like, it's one of my dreams on top of doing YouTube for a living, but it's one of my all-time, like, big dreams to end up actually making my own video game. I think that would be spectacular, but I'd have to be able to make a lot of money. I don't know the first step towards doing it. Play Ark, I did, and I'm going to play the new map, but that comes out in November. Play Doom, I already played it. So does a new gunslinger costume have video effects? No, actually it doesn't. I forgot to mention that in the video. Yeah, sorry. It's just using the same yellow video effects from the, what is it? That other Wrangler costume. It's like the red and yellow one. So it's just got the yellow video effects. The new Quake game, yeah, that looks okay. But I don't know if I'm into, like, competitive gaming is something that I am excited about. But it's not something that I necessarily can constantly, like, do over and over. Doom 4. You mean Doom 5? Yes, I'm going to definitely get into that one for sure. But that was only a teaser trailer at E3, so... like, it's not gonna happen. As far as coding a game yourself, speaking of which, I know that you can just get into... what's it called? Like, if you have, like, the Unreal Engine or something like that, most of it just codes itself, right? Like, you look at indie games, and most of them, they barely even put any work into it. And those games just kind of get out and explode, so long as it's a good enough idea, right? Play Tomb Raider. I don't care about the new Tomb Raider. I already had a Tomb Raider series back in the day, and all I did was complain throughout the whole game. Because I thought that was funny back in the day. Yeah. Pinata Assassins the game. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. I would love, like, there's certain games that I think would end up doing very well. First of all, it would have to be, like, kind of a kid-friendly, but also, you know, entertaining for adults. Like, imagine, like, a childish Assassin's Creed, where it didn't take itself seriously. You could play online co-op, you know, and it was just essentially just Assassin's Creed, but you actually got to just kind of adventure around, and it was more open world RPG type of thing that just was on the same game engine where you can end up climbing everything, you know? That'd be cool. Are you Chinese? Yes. Totally. Ni hao. Scythe with... you're scaring me, White Orbit. I don't know what you guys are even talking about anymore. Oh, I have so much liquid in my belly. It's disgusting. Ooh, a hat. Let me just destroy that. Take that, stupid hat. Can you do a shout out to my son? Something about Peanut Head. I'm sorry it got spammed out by some other guy, but that's the closest we've got. Isn't that Mario Odyssey? Yeah, we're playing Mario Odyssey. We are. Baldi's Basics. I should play that one, seeing as I could be playing that game as a fellow Baldi, right? Burnout, I know. Club Penguin, I'm pretty sure doesn't exist anymore. In your opinion, what's the strongest class? Well, that depends on the use. This is not opinion, but Gunslinger is the strongest for Titan bosses, while Draco is the strongest for just clearing Shadow Towers in general. And then as far as speed farming is concerned, I would say Neon Ninja with a very close second of the Vanguard. Personally, I prefer the Vanguard because you actually get to look forward while you adventure. Whereas with the Neon Ninja, you gotta backpedal and you gotta spam your abilities a lot. Yeah. Scythe, what David said was actually really funny. What did he say, Mark? I didn't catch it. I'm sorry. It's the chat kind of is getting like, it's weird. The chat like kind of stops and then there's like 15 messages and then it stops again. Club Penguin rewritten exists though. Yeah, I know. I know Club Penguin does still exist out there. I don't know. Oh, someone was saying that the game I was describing was Mario Odyssey. That's funny because Mario Odyssey was really bad. I'm just waiting for you guys to attack me. I'm sorry. I know that Mario Odyssey and to everybody else was like the best Mario game ever. It didn't top Mario 64 for me. I didn't like it, okay? I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I sucked at it, but I didn't like it. Like, Breath of the Wild, without a doubt, is like the best Zelda game ever made, but that's one of the best games ever made, you know? Like, especially with those climbing mechanics. What was the game that came out? No, it didn't come out recently. So you guys know about that? You probably don't. The Conan Exiles game. It's kind of a more survival game, similar to Ark, but more focused on, like, the Conan series and stuff, right? So that game actually incorporated the exact same climbing as Zelda has. More games need to do that, because that climbing, that sense of freedom, man. Like, imagine, if somebody could come up with, like, a Grand Theft Auto mod or something where you'd be able to climb everything like in Zelda. But, of course, it's stuck within the parameters of the game engine, so it's not that great. I'm on the fence about Red Dead Redemption, because you know that it's going to end up being a very long time before we get on PC, and even longer before we get GTA 6. But Red Dead 2 is going to kind of be a nice sneak peek at what their online experience is going to be like from now on. Because Grand Theft Auto Online is kind of garbage. It's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Like, I love it. But it's very, very dated. Tom done. Moink. Yay, we only have a couple more. Play Conan Exiles. Play Fortnite and give away free V-Bucks. Oh, you mean real life money? No. I don't even know if you can give away V-Bucks. You shouldn't be able to do Ultra Daughter of the Moon. I could, but then we'd be grinding our tomes a lot slower. So why would I do that? I've already got plenty of videos doing Ultra Dot. Ooh. See, even normal Spike can end up dropping the stupid, ugly, wuggly stellars. Die. Hey, Size Big Fan, can you please buy my dragon egg? I'm not interested. I'm sorry. Not to mention, my in-game Trove currency is based on my real-life wallet. So quite literally, it's nothing that I get in this game is for free. It's the same as everybody else. Moonlighter. I like the dungeon aspect of Moonlighter. I don't like the shop management of Moonlighter. There's a game called Rogues Like Us that I haven't done a video on just yet. But it's actually you guys should check it out if you're into like quick little indie roguelike games. Merc, I think you'd be interested in as well. I really like that game. It's very quick, it's very accessible, it's very arcadey combat, and that one is very much like Moonlighter, but more of the focus is on the adventuring, while you can upgrade the town in order to end up getting access to other items and stuff like that, you know? I actually really like that one. Mario Tennis. Ooh. I did grow up with Mario Tennis. Like, Mario Tennis on 64, I remember that was like... I was half into it, then we started playing it, and then it was like really, really good. And the new one actually looks pretty good too. Same with the next Mario Party. I think that's gonna be an absolute blast. Maybe I'll do videos on it, but probably only like 1 or 2, because I don't want Nintendo to grab 50 of them. I like Luxian, but since I need dragon coins to craft the dragon, he comes and steals them all. Yeah, that's kind of his purpose. Because the devs want you to spend money on dragon coins, right? Which is understandable. It's perfectly fine. But man, like, I just... Sitting here talking about all these random games, it's like, they're good, but none of them are, like, spectacular, you know? Like, you look at Trove. It's so simple. That's why I like it. Because it's so simple, but you can really get involved with the community and everything like that, you know? And because of the way that the game is so simple, it's also very approachable. It's very easy to get into, despite the fact that it's by no means like a very popular game or anything like that. Definitely Trian's most popular game. And for an indie game, yeah, it's really popular because it's free to play and, you know, obviously it's just really, really easy to pick up. But where's another game that's like this? I guess when MapleStory comes out, but when are they going to release it? Like, seriously, come on, we don't need another closed beta, just give us a game. I want some other, like, Elder Scrolls Online is actually a fantastic MMO, but there's something about the game's art direction that kind of keeps me away from it. You know, like, it's like there's nothing in the game that makes you feel particularly powerful or cool. You're kind of just like a guy with a sword at the beginning of the game, and then you're just a guy with a sword hitting bigger things at the end of the game. That's it. What about Ice Age? Ah, I rank 225 Ice Age on PS4. Congrats, dude. The Shack. You're saying Mario Odyssey was easy? Did you get to the secret level at the end where you had to fight all of the stupid bunnies over and over? Or were you playing on easy mode? Because if you got through all those bunny bosses without dying, then GG on that one. I had to swap to easy to beat those guys because it was just like, man, it wasn't fun. If there was, you know what would be a match made in heaven? A Dark Souls game where you actually ended up getting, like, it was more focused on RPG where you would grind certain areas and stuff like that. And because of it, it's like you could either get through the game if you were skilled enough to end up like avoiding bosses and blah 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 blah, just kind of normal Dark Souls experience. But if you're somebody who has a problem with those hardcore elements of the game, you could like go grind a specific area for, you know, rare gear or something like that that would end up being really defensive, or just grind levels so that eventually it's like, oh yeah, the first boss, he's kind of difficult, but if you end up grinding to level 50, then you can just wreck his face. Kind of like give you that that aspect of the game where you'd be able to kind of force your way through it to experience all the content, instead of normal Dark Souls where it's like, oh, I'm just stuck now and I have to quit. Especially in some of those other stupid areas, right? Like what was it? In Dark Souls 1 with the Dark Souls Remastered, there's an area you get to at the end of the game. It's pitch black. And you fall off the chasm, and then you gotta spend like legit 10 to 15 minutes getting back to that area because you died. Really, really lame. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Is that one that's got fantastic cell shading, and it's a side-scrolling fighter game? Because I was actually really interested in that one. That one looked absolutely spectacular. It reminded me of Mugen. I don't know if you guys know what Mugen is, but it was like a fighting game that kind of popularized the whole Dragon Ball Z fighting in general, where it was some guy ended up taking, like, he made a fighting game engine, right? And he ended up putting all the Dragon Ball characters, and it was like the definitive Dragon Ball fighting game. Only ended up beating Brawly once, because he's so powerful. Cheatingly so. But, man, that was tight. But anyways, people could end up modding in their own character roster, so you would have, like, some rosters that would have hundreds of characters. Some of them would be made very well, some of them would be made very badly, obviously. But when that new Dragon Ball fighting game came out, it was like, whoa. A breath of nostalgia for a completely different game. Should we get our Instagrowers? Yeah. You should be able to turn some of your tomes off so that you can't see them. Mugen was also a crossover. Well, that was when people ended up adding things to it, right? Because I'm pretty sure the initial one was just Dragon Ball characters. Scythe, do you stream on PS4? Sorry to say, I do not. I do not. Bleh. Okay. Good Jub. Destroy. Will PTS server ever come back online at some point? Yes. The test server is for just that. It's for testing, mate. So it's going to end up coming online when the fall update kind of gets closer to release. So we'll get to test out U10 and everything like that. And that's going to be something hype that I know everyone's going to be into. As opposed to the Geode where it's like, stabs. Ugh. Hello, Jub. No, you can't jump on me, sweetheart. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. You're from Balkan or something. Vulcan? Are you a spaceman? Hello, Jub. What are you doing? Ah, you want to show up on camera. Okay. Why are you... She's all wet. Wah! Ah! What did you do to my headphones, Jub? Hello. What are you doing? You're being so sweet, but what are you doing? She's just staring up at me. Okay, fine. Here, sit down. Sit down. Sit. I know you're excited. I know you're excited. Why are you excited? Because you're on camera? Because you're on camera? Is that why? Is that what it's about? Is that what it's about? Look, she's just like sitting there wagging her tail. She's just excited everyone's looking at her because she's so shellfish.
Stop! Sit down!
I know I gotta take you for your walk today. I know. Brawlhalla! I'm not gonna do that, I'm sorry to say. Did my headphones... Yes, they ended up turning up when they fell off of me. Otherwise, the Shadow Tower song is way too loud. I don't like it. Jub, stop licking my arms. There's nothing there.
You should play Brawlhalla.
I played Brawlhalla, man. I don't really care to play it again. Even though the devs ended up throwing me like the new character or something because they wanted me to play it in a video and I said that I would, but that was months ago and I never ended up getting to it. Hee. How do you get materials from mounts and stuff like that? By going out and grinding them. Depends on the material that you need, dude. Like, what can I say? Talking to myself. Yeah, Void Player, what do you think I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, my arms. My arms. Be quiet. I don't know what you're talking about, Jub. No, I don't know what you're talking about. No. She's not like looking in the background, listening to people and barking. She's staring at me and barking. No, that's rude. No. I'm not gonna tell them that. She wants me to tell you guys that you smell. That's really rude, man. No. See, she said that you guys smell, and she doesn't. What a great, yeah, great insult, Jub. You're the queen of insults. See, she doesn't understand sarcasm. She just said, yes, I am. She just took it at face value. No. No. I'm going to keep playing this game. I don't care if you don't like it. No, there's no pugs in the game. I don't know why. No, I don't know why. The devs haven't put any of my mods into the game or anything like that. I don't know. What? What are you doing? She's just staring into my very being. What are you doing, Jub? Yeah, make your pig noises. See, this is why I call her my little piggy. Because that's what she is. Right, Jum? And then when she, whoa. And then when she's out running around, her ears, we call them her wings, because they just kind of flap around when she's walking. So we always say that she's flying. Yes, I want a pug ally. Want Chinese food? Yes, I would love Chinese food. Chinese food is delicious, as well as greasy. Alright, fine. Fine. Mark keeps yelling at me that he wants in the Shadow Tower. Fine. Welcome to the chat room? What? Why is Twitch saying welcome to the chat room repeatedly? I don't need a pet pig. I already have a pet pug, and she is a pig. You want to go and see what's going on? Here you go. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go get him. Ugh. No! I put you down to be friendly, not to go and attack everything. She's such a wimp, too. Because she'll be like, I'm like so tough and I'm gonna destroy everybody. And then as soon as like a stranger comes up to her, she's like, eh! Maybe she's telling you, I want your hair. She knows that it's not real. Should we go and do this guy instead? I already went back to the adventure grinding. Oh, okay, Merc, whatever. Well, here's your portal. If it ever opens up. Man, this game is laggy today, isn't it? Like, what's going on with that? Ugh. Look, guys. Look how much more I still gotta drink. Ugh. Disgusting. So gross, dude. But you know what? It beats drinking like 50 gigantic cups of water. Or milk with protein, I mean. What? I want into Team Pixel. You're gonna have to get somebody else to invite you, mate. Sorry to say. I'm not gonna do it during the live stream. Alright, fine. I know it's more efficient to be the Draco because we kill things really, really quickly. But I know, you guys want to see me on Le Guardian. So, let's do it. Hello?
Why can't I use my number one?
Scythe is fatter than my dog. Your dog must be a Chihuahua. Wrecked. No, I'm just swole, right? Totally. Scythe, imagine a mount like a helicopter that can hold 3 characters. I know. I know. I love the idea of mounts that can hold like more than 1 character. I think they have lots of that stuff in Black Desert Online, don't they? What? Hello. What do you want, Jub? No. I'll take you for your walk later. Oh no, she's back. She just wants on my lap again. Why, Jub? Why? Look at all these items that are being dropped. Jeez Louise. What? Mark says, I like how the devs changed their streaming setup so it looks like they're a news channel. Really? Because I thought they didn't give any spoilers. Oh, destroyed. Ho ho. That was me dying a little on the inside. I subbed. Thank you. I appreciate it, good sir. Do it, Sykes. Make a video where Jub is your head and she's playing Trove. I wish. I don't have, like, good... Mark's got the editing software that could do that. I don't, unfortunately. Oh! Thank you. Your name is, like, so dark and blue. Bronco? Thank you. It's been he gave me a bunch of bits on the Twitch, but he said, it's been 1 week since Fat Fingers bombs in my club. What? Thanks again for teaching me how to lock bombs. Oh! Yeah, that's right, because you were saying someone was being a jerk and destroying things. And I like how you call them Fat Fingers. I like that. Like, whoops, I can't control myself. I'm bombing everything. Fat Fingers, stop it. Sounds like a gangster name. Jeez. What? Jub. Jeez Louise. It's getting really, really summery too, by the way, guys. Like, I'm perspiring like a beast. Right from where you can't see me and down, it's just wet. It's like I came out of a swimming pool. Everything else up here, you know, all here, all good. Because I'm used to having a light beaming on my face while I'm doing videos. But everything else is just... This is Roblox. It's Swordburst 2. Yeah, Swordburst 2 actually had a couple updates. I don't care, though. Job, what are you doing? What are you doing, you little freak? Ugh! Ugh! Please tell me how to get that mount. Oh, you mean this? This one right here? I have a specific video on it. Go look it up. It's the Phoenix mount. Unbury or something. But go look it up, and then it'll tell you. It's time consuming. It's not difficult to get the mount. It's time consuming. Some people say Lunar Lancer is funner to use. Then what? Dude, that's subjective to whatever character you're into. Always play the character that you have the most fun with. Doesn't matter which character is better. Play the character you have fun with, because that's always the best option. It's like how in MapleStory, I'm gonna play the boring old Berserker, even though nobody else is really into him. Because for some weird reason, the Priest is the strongest character in the game. Seriously? Give me a random game to play, you guys. Something that I can get into. Something you guys would actually watch. Instead of something where it's like, oh, this is kind of cool, and 10 people tune in, and it's like, oh, I guess it's not cool. Geode is a mastery simulator. That's the point. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's all you really do with, that's all you really do with the Geode update, is we're just gonna grind it for the mastery. It's not because you want to grind it at all, right? I mean, you still want to grind it just because it's going to end up giving you access to some of the stuff in U10. Do an updated farming video. What do you mean an updated farming video? Oh, mastery farming video. Yeah, I guess I could. I know I need to do a master, not necessarily mastery, but just an update to a lot of my older tutorials. I know. They're on my list of things to do. They're just not a priority. I'm sorry. What can I say? Do Hollow Knight. Sorry, Merc. That game is not bright and vibrant enough, even though the game itself seems really cool. Like, yes. I want, like, it's gotta be something really colorful and cool. Warframe, I know. Like, that's the thing. I've told you guys before, with Warframe, it's like, I love the game, I do, but I don't have the amount of time or dedication to grind as much as I do with Trove already, you know what I mean? Hello, Atticus. Thank you for the cupcakes. Does anybody have any cupcakes? That's from our, Smash Bros. Series a million years ago. Man, it was fun making videos with Johnny. Destiny. I tried it. Here's the thing, guys. I'm into Anthem for one reason, even though it's the exact same as Destiny. Third person, my good sir. That's the only reason I'm into that game. Okay? Because with Destiny, I don't like it because it's first person and I can't see my character. So I don't feel like I'm making my character look any cooler. You know? What can I say? Rift. I don't care. Also, I saw someone mention that Darwin game, which... don't care about that one either, sorry to say. Thank you, Shadow. You guys and your bits on the Twitch. I appreciate it. Hey, look at that. He's streaming. Yes, I am. I wonder if I got my email back from Twitch. I ended up messaging their support for a bunch of reasons. Swords gives you third person. Swords? What's Swords? Also, I did play Crossed Out a little bit. I was actually... Fun story. Well, not really fun. The developers, or not necessarily the developers, but the PR team of Crossed Out was actually contacting me saying that they would end up sponsoring my videos. So, on top of the fact that Crossed Out actually is an interesting game that I would be into, they were going to, like, pay me to make videos. I made one video and then it never ended up following through. I never got a message back from them again, so I just thought, okay. I don't need to dedicate my time to this. But, I mean, if I was getting paid to play a video game, heck yeah, I would do that, man. Like, who wouldn't? What? Yeah, he is, Void is 10 years old, dude. You're absolutely right. What are you saying? Speaking of Discord, do you see the Dark Souls clip I posted? No, I didn't, Atticus. Did you send me it? Honestly speaking, I haven't really been replying to anybody's messages, nor my emails for like a week. Play Ark with mods. We will. When the new area ends up coming out, like the new map, then we will. And I could possibly see us going back to just normal Ark, while adding like the creatures from the new expansion map, you know? Because that's something that I think is really, really cool, just because the island map is definitely the best one in Ark. The desert's pretty cool, but it's a desert, so it's like, eh. But yeah, Extinction looks hype, man. That looks really cool. I like the fact that they finally have like some robotic creatures. Not to mention just an actual flying creature. Especially since Pixark was just an absolute flop because the developers were like, we don't care about this game. We just want to make money. Very disappointing. Pixark could have been like a big thing. Speaking of, earlier in the stream when we were talking about how, why hasn't a big time company ripped off Minecraft? Pixark, in a lot of ways, we were really hoping was going to end up being that fine game where it was going to end up being like Minecraft, like with the user accessibility as Minecraft, but it was going to actually have like Ark dinosaurs and taming and stuff like that. And then it's like, nope, it's kind of bad. Also extremely difficult, and they keep balancing it for PvP, even though only like 10 people play that game. You should still play Crossout because it's fun. I know it's fun. It is pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But my point being, it's not that I only wanted to play it if I was getting paid. It's just like, when they ended up going back on their word, that's where it was kind of like, oh, I don't really appreciate that. And that's why I didn't make any more videos of it. Despite the fact that I actually genuinely enjoyed that Crossout game. It's kind of like Road Warriors, but it's an online competitive thing. Robocraft, is that the era game that's ripping off, right? But it seemed a little bit cooler. Because Robocraft is kind of like, I don't know. Good game, but... Huh? How did I find out about Trove? Completely random, dude. I forget what I was doing at the time, but I ended up going to a Humble Bundle, and Trove was sitting there. And I just thought, hey, this looks like Cube World, but it was actually being developed by a company. And then as I ended up trying the game out, it was like, wow, this game is a complete ripoff of Cube World, but it's actually being developed and it's already online, as opposed to Cube World with its empty promises and the guy just taking all the money and running, right? And now here we are. Play Dead by Daylight. I don't care about the first one, I'm sorry. Those more hardcore games like that, by hardcore I mean like the more violent games, it's like, unless it's something I'm really into, then it's like I try to avoid that because I am still trying to be like a family-friendly channel. But it's like a game like Doom 2016, for example. I'm a big Doom fan, and that game is awesome, so it was like I just had to play it regardless of if anybody was even watching that series. You know what I mean? But with Dead by Daylight, it's kind of like, I'm not like the biggest fan. I think it's an interesting looking game, but it's not really something where I'm like, I must have this. You know what I mean? I didn't even put my timer on. I don't know how long we've been streaming. Oh well. Hey Seth, did you check out Tunic? They showed it off. Like you are a fox in a 2D, 3D Zelda world. Okay, that sounds good. I remember the name. Let me write that down and check it out. See, that's, if it's a Zelda type game, I'm down for it. I love Zelda games, but it's gotta have a good art direction, you know? Another game that lots of people have been suggesting lately, and I didn't even know that it was as beautiful as it is that Ori in the Forest game. Also, Fe, F-E, that's the game. That game ended up coming out in like February. We were kind of keeping track of it, and then Mark randomly ended up picking it up recently and was like, oh, it's here. That one looks pretty cool. It's very, very artistic. I have thought about doing a series on that, especially because you can get the game for like $10, but I don't know. Not sure if it's something I really want to get into. Play Borderlands. If there was a newer one, maybe. I did like the old Borderlands, but that's the thing, is a lot of these games I did play, but I played them before I was doing YouTube, you know? What happened between you and the Nintendo Bros? Who? Who's the Nintendo Bros? What are you talking about? You mean Joe? He's still around. So I'm not getting Pixark on PS4. No, you shouldn't do that anyways, dude. Like, it's not coming out on PS4 for who knows how long, and the developers just, they suck. They do. Isn't there a leaked Borderlands 3? Yeah, there is Borderlands 3, but who cares? It's gonna take too long. Hello, Jubbers. Let's do... How many more of these do we need? Ugh. You know what? That can already be enough. We don't need to do any more. Let's throw down these mastery pins in the club, though. And then otherwise, I gotta get to recording some more videos, guys. I meant the Nintendo company. Sorry. Oh, nothing happened. It's just Nintendo sucks. They hate YouTubers. So what they end up doing is anytime I end up putting out a video of a Nintendo game, they end up grabbing it, and then I don't end up making any money off of it. Now, one could argue that you don't do YouTube just for the money, but I got bills to pay, you know? So it's like, why would I play it? Play Inside. I actually did play through the Inside game more recently. It's really cool. I might do a long play video of it where I just play through the whole game in one sitting. It is a pretty good game. Also, just because it's like Limbo is why I'm into it. Oh, they did announce Pixar coming for PS4 and Switch at E3. Huh. Oh, well. Play Starbound. I tried it, dude. I tried playing Starbound since they ended up finishing it. It still feels unfinished. Alright, none of you guys are gonna show up. Fine. I'll just throw all these idiots down. Why are there only 4 of them? That means there's a 5th one hidden in my inventory right now. Play Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm gonna look into that Tunic game. Oh, and also Steam Summer Sale's going on right now. I forgot about that entirely, so I gotta double check and see what we got going on. Okay, anyways, thanks for coming out, guys. Really do appreciate it. It's always fun doing this. Yes, these are the Logitech headphones. They're the more expensive ones because they're wireless, so I can do this. Rah! But thanks for coming out, everybody. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Hit that notification bell is more important than any of that because subbing doesn't do anything anymore. But then otherwise, if you want to support me, you can always sponsor the YouTube channel, sub to me on Twitch, or check links in the description or just down below on Twitch to go to the merch store as well as Gawkbox, which is a way you can donate to me for free. Sign over and stay epic, everybody. I'll do a live stream tomorrow at 7 in the morning.